So let me go ahead and get started. I first want to say that I have a couple of colleagues also on with me, Vanessa Reynolds and Jess Hernandez, who are hopefully able to answer some questions as we go through the presentation. I want to do this as quickly as we can because I know we don't have a lot of time. I am Elizabeth Warrow, and I do represent Wayne State University in the admissions office and want to share some information with you about Wayne State. We are located in Detroit, Michigan, which I know is a long way from where you are currently living. We were founded originally as a medical college back in the mid-1800s. And then became a public university within the state of Michigan. We are the third largest school with about 27,000 students enrolled, and they come from everywhere around the state of Michigan, but they also represent almost every state within the United States and close to 80 different countries. So we are an extremely diverse student body population with the programs that we offer, but also with the students that we enroll. So this kind of gives you a sense for the academic structure that we have at Wayne State. We have over 350 different majors, and they fall under the 13 different colleges and schools within the university. So I am going to highlight what we do offer with our art and art history program at Wayne State University, because that is certainly one of our 13 colleges within the university. But just so you know, we have obviously our Michelage School of Business and our College of Engineering, our College of Education, other programs that students can pursue. And so it's extremely diverse as far as the academic offerings. I mentioned that we are a larger public university. Our classroom size can range. You'll be in lecture halls for general education courses that can be larger, but the average student to faculty ratio is 16:1. So certainly once you get into your major, and especially those majors within the College of Fine Performing Communication Arts through the art and art history department, those classes are much smaller in size. So this just kind of gives you a focus for the art and art history department, the majors that we do offer. In addition to these majors, they also offer through this department what we have is talent scholarships, and I'll talk about that in a few moments. They do require that students that want to be considered for a talent scholarship through the fine arts would submit an art portfolio.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, your
Yes.
slides are not advancing.
Oh, they're not?
No.
You're
Go
kidding.
to slideshow from current slide, whatever you're showing. Sorry about that.
Are they advancing now?
No, they're not.
No. Huh.
I think if you do, like on the top left-hand side from the beginning, if you click on that little icon in the slideshow, it should start.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Maybe stop sharing and share it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. Let me try that. Are you able to see anything now?
It's black.
It's black. Okay. Wait just a minute. Do you see the
good.
warrior?
You're good. Good.
Warrior strong. Okay, is
Yes.
it advancing?
Yes, you are. You're good.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I apologize. Okay, so let me get back on track. So this screen just kind of highlights the programs that we have and that's not just limited to these programs because many of them are recognized nationally and internationally. But I do want to mention that you'll see that we are recognized through our fine arts programs nationally. Just with the different majors that we have. I highlighted a few with the art and art history, but obviously we have music, theater, dance. Included in that is our communications, which is public relations and journalism. So we do get recognized, again, nationally and internationally, and are well known for many of our programs. So certainly your primary focus is your academics, but there is time to get involved in student life. Every major has a club associated with that. So there are going to be plenty of fine art clubs that you can get involved in, art history clubs. But in addition to that, we have social organizations like fraternities and sororities. You know, we're an NCAA Division II school competing in the 18 different sports that are listed there on the screen. And so you can see that we, you know, our students are real active on our campus, and that's an important part of your college experience. But again, you cannot forget the primary focus, which is to be focused on your academics. But, you know, our students find ways to get involved and also hold some leadership roles through these many different organizations. So I mentioned that we are located in Detroit, which we're very proud of. But in addition to that, many of our students will live on campus. We offer on-campus housing in traditional residence halls, but also have apartment buildings on campus for our upperclassmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors to live in. Freshmen, if they're going to live on campus, are required to be in the residence halls. Although we do not have a requirement for housing, meaning that students do not have to live on campus. So we do have students that live in the area and can commute to the campus, or have family and friends that live in the metropolitan Detroit area, and they will choose to commute. But just know that we do have housing options for students in dining halls on campus to accommodate those students that do live there. So our location being in Detroit, as I mentioned, can be second to none. It's a great city to be in. So many things that are going on. It's a very vibrant city. It lends itself very well for internship opportunities. So for students that are in the College of Fine Performing Communication Arts, there are all sorts of performance venues, art venues, you know, places to display their talents. And in addition to that, if it's engineering or education or healthcare, you know, whatever it might be, business, our students take full advantage of that, and will either do internships while they're taking classes and schedule it so that they have time to do that, or they'll stay over a summer and do an internship. We're right across the street from the DIA, which is the Detroit Institute of Arts, an amazing art museum, and it has a phenomenal building in interior and exterior. And so our students are active and take full advantage of that. And all the different performance venues around the city, great restaurants and shops. So it's things that our students take advantage of and also participate in, and at all sorts of different levels. And the nice thing about being in a city is that you don't have to get in a car and drive. You can rely on public transportation or walk or get on an electric scooter or a mogo bike throughout the city. So there's lots of great things happening in Detroit. Applying to Wayne State, you can submit either the university application if you're a freshman or a transfer student. If you are a freshman, you can also choose to do the common application, one or the other, the university application or the common application. There's a $25 application fee. And then you would have your official transcript sent. If you're coming from high school, you have your official high school transcript sent, whether that's through, you know, parchment, or, you know, maybe it's your school will email them to us, or they send them through the mail. Whichever way, we'll accept them officially that way. If your test scores are on your transcripts, we can take them off the transcripts. And I'll talk about being test optional if you choose that route. If you're a transfer student and coming from a community college or a four-year university, then you would have your official college transcript sent from any school that you've attended since post-secondary. If you have less than 24 transferable credit hours, then we would need your final high school transcripts. So for students coming from high school, we have given the option with the pandemic for students to apply test optional. In placement of your test scores, then you would submit additional documents. So we would require a recommendation form from an academic reference from somebody from your school. It could be a teacher, it could be a high school counselor, maybe an administrator that can attest your academic performance. 2 short answer essays, and these are questions that we give you a list of to choose from, and then a list of your leadership activities, whether it's at your school, in your community, at your church. So these are documents that you will upload to your application, have sent, and in place of test scores. So we are offering that for students who are applying for fall 2021 year. We do love for students to come and visit our campus. There are plenty of ways for them to experience Wayne State, and right now it's virtual. So it's very easy for you to be able to do that by going to wayne.edu/tour. You can also schedule an appointment to meet with an admissions counselor one-on-one. If you have individual questions, we're more than happy to address those. And then we also have an open house that's coming up in March for students that are thinking about, coming to Wayne State or are interested, especially those juniors. It's a great time for you to see the campus while it is virtual. It just gives you a sense for what Wayne State has to offer. You'll be able to interact with some students, hear from, get questions answered from a student perspective, but also sit in on presentations from the different colleges and schools within the university. So this is a great way to stay connected with us, and we want students to learn more about Wayne State. And so what you can do is text WSU to 75644. That will get you on our mailing list so we can send you information about programs that you're interested in, about Wayne State, about deadlines, about important information about scholarships and things like that, financial aid. So we want you to be connected, and we want to be able to share that information. And so if you text WSU to that number, then you certainly can get on our mailing list, and we can send you some information and keep you connected. So I want to be able to open it up if there are questions, but one thing I do want to highlight is our scholarship program, in that just by applying to Wayne State, you're automatically going to be considered for our merit-based scholarships. And so you don't need to do anything more than to apply to the university and be accepted. Not only can you be considered for a merit-based scholarship, but the College of Fine Performing Communication Arts does offer talent scholarships. So they will require a portfolio for that to be considered. So you could get a merit-based scholarship in addition to a talent scholarship, and also for financial aid to be able to submit your FAFSA and get full consideration for financial aid that you would be awarded. So all of those ways are there to help reduce your overall expense to enroll at Wayne State. So are there any questions, anything that you can think of? You can either put them in the chat, or if you're able to unmute yourself, you can ask that we can answer for you about Wayne State. No questions. I do know that in February, we do have on February 10th and February 11th portfolio sessions that are going to be held by an academic advisor. Her name is Avante, and she is in our College of Fine Performing Communication Arts, but more specifically advises students in for art and art history. She's going to be providing just helpful tips on how to put together a portfolio and be able to work with you one-on-one. She will have appointments that will be posted and available for you to sign up. So on February 10th, it will be from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and this will be in Mountain Time. So, and then on February 11th, she will be available to meet with students from 11 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock in the afternoon for that hour. And they are 15-minute to 30-minute sessions that you can sign up for. So certainly take full advantage of that.
Just one more quick question. Portfolio requirements. What do you have the students if they were to, present their portfolios? Is there a requirement? 20 pieces, 5 pieces? What? How is it?
So I don't know that they necessarily have a minimum requirement. I think that they would encourage students to just kind of submit an array of different experiences and artwork that they have. But that would be something that Avante would share with the students and be able to kind of let them know. But also by going to, and I can certainly send this link to you or to the students that are here today to be able to look at the website for Wayne State for their fine arts program, and it talks more specifically about the portfolio review, but Avante will get into that and share more of that information.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again for participating in our Sun City Portfolio and College Fair. I really appreciate you all coming out. Hopefully next year you'll be able to come and visit us here in El Paso and see our beautiful city.
Well, we'd love to do that. And we hope that students will be able to come visit us also.
Yes.
Hopefully in 2021, now that we're here, things will get much better for all of us and we'll be able to do more of that.
Yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
hope so. We all hope that.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
thank you for having us, and we look forward to hopefully being on your list next year for this program.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
And I did
thank-
put the link, everybody, for the College of Fine Performing and Communication Arts, so you can have direct access to the website.
Thank you, Vanessa, for
Thank
doing
you.
that.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Ms. Reynolds. Thank you, Ms. Warble.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.